Hello, my name is Cordell Lake. I graduated UMKC School of Dentistry in 2014. I'm from a small town in mid-Missouri and I work for Forum Dental. My Forum Dental journey began not long after I graduated dental school and I was trying to find a job. Like many of you, I graduated with exorbitant amounts of debt that was kind of looming over my head, and finding a job and doing dentistry was one of the most important things to me at that time. I looked at a series of different opportunities, anywhere from solo practitioner to owning my own office to joining corporate dentistry. When I graduated dental school, I looked at starting my own practice. Dental school is expensive nowadays. So starting up a practice when you don't really know how to run a practice, manage people, or any of the financial stuff that goes along with that can be pretty daunting. So for me, that was completely out of the question. Working for Forum, I'm like an employee. I'm an employee with perks, I guess I should say. I get to show up to work, I treat patients, I get the respect that I would if I owned the place, and then I get to go home. I'm not worrying about hiring people, or I'm not worrying about firing people, I'm not worried about payroll, I don't worry about insurance, I don't worry about any of that stuff. My job here is just to treat patients, and that's all I want to do. One thing that I've never felt like I needed to do was compete for patients with another doctor. We have multiple docs in the offices, but each doctor has their opportunity to get the exact same amount of patients. They do a fantastic job of having multiple docs in each office and being able to distribute new patients to each one of those docs. So in my office that I work at, majority of the time, there's a colleague and I there. She gets a new patient, I get a new patient. She gets a new patient, I get a new patient. So they do an excellent job of, when people come in, distributing that. So I never feel like she's getting more patients and she never feels like I'm getting more patients. The offices are great. I have the pleasure to work in two of the newer ones. One of the ones I work in, we just opened. It's state of the art. On the newer offices, they've been designing them pretty much the exact same. So supplies are the same, doctor's offices are the same, sterilization is the same, operatory layout is the exact same, front desk is the exact same. So for somebody like me who works at 2 or possibly 3 offices, the continuity between the offices is fantastic. It really helps make my job a lot easier, as well as all of the staff's job. Forum Dental is very involved in the community. Yearly we do this program called Give Kids a Smile, which is a collaborative group effort, and everybody comes together and we all perform dentistry, anywhere from sealants to operative, simple fillings, to cleanings on all kids that don't have insurance or kids that wouldn't be able to afford it any other time. This gives us a chance to interact with patients that may or may not come into the office to see what we'd like on a daily basis. We don't have meetings in the morning talking about we need to have this production goal or this production goal or this production goal. It's all focused on patient base. It's all what's the best for the patient. That is the biggest reason that I like working here. If you ultimately treat the patient the way that they're supposed to be treated and they want to be treated, then they're going to come back.